Hello and welcome to Gale Blade News. In today's news, voters in the Dominican Republic are choosing a new president on Sunday in elections postponed from May due to coronavirus pandemic. Opinion polls suggest Luis Abinader of the opposition Moderate Revolutionary Party (PRM) is the favourite to gain the most votes in the first round. To win outright, the top candidate has to receive more than 50% of the votes. Dominicans will also be choosing 190 members of the Chamber of Deputies and 32 senators. So, who are the top candidates for president? Opinion polls have consistently put Luis Abinader ahead of all other candidates. Mr. Abinader, whose family is of Lebanese descent, is a US-educated economist. He is executive president of Grupo Abacor, a firm owned by his family, which operates major tourism projects in the Dominican Republic. He ran for president in 2016 and made it into the second round, but lost to outgoing president Danilo Medina, who beat him by almost 27 percentage points. Mr. Abinader and his wife announced on the 11th of June that they had tested positive for coronavirus, and he had to temporarily stop campaigning while he recovered. The Dominican Republic is one of the worst affected countries in the Caribbean, with more than 35,000 confirmed cases and more than 775 deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University. Mr. Abinader surged ahead in the opinion polls after a split in the governing Dominican Liberation Party, which has been in power for more than a decade. Under the Dominican Constitution, presidents are limited to 2 consecutive terms in office. That means President Medina, who has been in power since 2012, is not able to stand. He has given his backing to former Minister of Public Works, Gonzalo Castillo. Mr. Castillo is a wealthy businessman who studied business administration in Canada and who has founded a number of companies over the years, including aviation firm Helidosa and air ambulance service Aeroambulancia. But some of the voters who have in the past been loyal to the Dominican Liberation Party may switch allegiance to former President Leonel Fernandez. Mr. Fernandez, who was president from 1996 to 2000 and again from 2004 to 2012, decided to run in the election for the People's Force Party, which he has been leading since he left the Dominican Liberation Party. He studied law in Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic, but spent much of his youth in New York. He has worked as a lawyer, university professor, and author. Opinion polls have him in third place, behind Mr. Abinader and Mr. Castillo. However, pollsters acknowledge that with the elections being held under unprecedented circumstances and the continuing pandemic, it was hard to predict how voters would react on the day. All candidates had to severely curtail their campaigning due to the virus, but the president of the Central Electoral Board assured voters that polling stations had received hygiene kits and that the nation was ready for the elections. So, what do you think of this voting situation? Are you someone from that country? Are you being able to vote? Have you seen what is being told to you? Have you seen the kind of public health guidance? Or are you quite concerned about the voting this year? There have been other votes within other countries. For example, in my own, the UK, they have postponed the London mayoral elections, which is a good news for Steve Khan because that way he doesn't get voted out. But that's just my opinions. I don't think the guy's particularly good. So that benefits some competitors and candidates who are currently in office. But then it prevents progress because he's not under any immediate challenge for his role. Whatever you think, leave your comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.